Hi, I'm Tom, and I'm joined by Tom, and welcome to the Masters of Evil Live podcast.
We're all
Uh,
Tom today.
we're all Tom today, Tom, and yeah, we're we can't get our shit together apparently, and I'm still in a hotel room, and Tom's off, and so here we are on a Thursday night talking about um,
Doing a
uh,
one-off episode.
a one-off episode where we're going to talk not about comics or anything else. We're not going to talk about the Eternals because we got to wait for Tom to come, but we're going to talk about how we would survive the zombie apocalypse. Um, and I'm Mike, and I'm joined by Alan. Hi, Alan.
What
How are you?
I think the first thing we have to figure out: zombie apocalypse happens. Are we getting like slow-moving zombies? Or are we getting full blast running zombies?
I mean, personally, like I think the running zombie or like that learning smart zombie is like the rare occasion. I think I think it's fun to live in a world where like there's these zombies that move slowly and you kind of have to adjust to life, but it's still dangerous. I mean, I feel like with the running zombies, I'm overweight. I'm I'm dead. I'm dead. Like if we're talking about zombies who can run fast, then here's my survival plan. Die. I lock myself in a room. The second I go outside, I'm dead. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
So slow-moving zombies. It
Yep.
happens. It happens right now. You're sitting in your hotel room. We're doing this podcast. You hear people screaming. You open the door. Zombies. What are you doing? What's the first thing you do?
Well, so like real life situation right now. I mean, my family's not near me, right?
Yeah.
So I hear shit going down. I I guess I realize what it is. I have to assume that I have the knowledge that I have, right? In
Yeah.
zombie movie, because in zombie movies, everybody's like doesn't like what's this thing? What's going on? Like for me, like the second I see a zombie, I'm like, oh, that's a motherfucking zombie.
Yeah.
I'm out of here, right? So I guess I packed the few things that I need, which is not much, right?
Gotta get your weed.
I gotta get my weed. I gotta get the bottle of vodka. No, I gotta get my weed. I gotta get like my water bottle and all the water and shit like that. Any of the food I can stuff in my bag, which is not much looking around here. And the knife that I have, the couple of knives that I have, and get to my truck and fucking start driving. But I would probably time is it? I'd probably see if there's a Home Depot or something open, which is not. Or maybe buy some gas canisters and start filling up some gas.
do
Put it in the
you
back.
do you head towards your family or
Yeah, and then I'm going. I'm going to Vermont. Because like here's the thing, right? I've thought about this with Vermont. Vermont's where I live in Vermont is a fucking great place to be. I've got a bunch of cleared land around my house, and 5 months out of the year, it's freezing cold and covered with snow.
Yeah.
So I have a wood burning stove. We cut down some trees. I got wood. I burn wood. I keep warm. We can figure out food eventually. I got a bunch of. I actually literally have like pickles and frozen meats and stuff. I mean, the frozen meats wouldn't last long, but there's some sustenance there.
Pickles.
You could. I have pickles. I have all that shit there. I mean, you try and gather as much food as you can and then hold out to the summer, right? We're going into winter right now. But like that's a great place. It's deep snow. They can't move through the snow. It gets to minus 10 degrees at night most of the time. So like you're not dealing with I mean they can't move, right?
I mean say you can't make it there because it's a drive.
Well, so that's the real problem is am I getting through Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, all the way back?
It's not happening, bro.
I got to drive through. So I got to drive through Cleveland. I gotta, I'll probably have to go down. Like I don't know. I maybe GPS is gonna go out.
Yeah, I mean everything's gonna go out. You're not. I mean, How
Yeah.
quick does shit usually go out in zombie movies? I mean, like a day, like the day of, the next day.
I don't know.
Say it's
Yeah.
worst case scenario, everything goes out the day it happens. It all
I mean,
happens at once.
I have an 11-hour drive. So
Yeah.
like I feel like in a world where like this shit's like, where's ground zero, right? If I'm in Michigan, ground zero could have been by you, and at that point it's way too late. Because
Yeah.
by the time I found out, it's fucking too late. I'm done. So let's say you're where you are right now. Do you have your kid with you?
No, I'm not even worrying about the kids, bro. It's over. Like it's my kid's less than a mile away from me, but she's 4 years old and she makes a lot of noise.
Yeah.
I can't. It's do I want to survive or do I want to save my kids? I mean, my other kid's in Seattle on an island, so
Yeah,
I mean,
tough.
with her family. I mean, I could go get my 4-year-old, but do I risk both of us dying or me or her dying? Like, it's realistically, I want to stay alive. I don't want to get bitten by a zombie.
Yeah, that's a tough choice. I feel like, especially like where you're in probably like one of the single most heavily populated areas in America.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like-
the third biggest city in the United States. Like,
Yeah,
it's gonna get crazy quick.
You're probably fucked, quite frankly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's much different than like where my kids are in the middle of nowhere, where like you could shoot off a gun and nobody and like your neighbors don't hear it, right? So
I mean,
that's much different.
Your kids will probably be safe, but it's, do I risk dying? I mean, of course, I love my daughter, but at the end of the day, it's about survival.
I think you go to her.
And if I get there and she's, whatever, she's probably gone. I mean, baby mama probably got in the car and then they both got eaten. That's what. She's not really that smart, so honestly, baby mama's probably sleeping through the zombie apocalypse as soon as it happens because this woman can sleep through anything. So
that sucks. Yeah, so I think. I mean, I think you're going there, right? I think you.
I mean, it's less than a mile. I mean, it's less than a mile. I could do it on foot. I could do it in my car. It's literally just going down one street and then taking a left. Yeah. I could make it there. I'm assuming.
All right, so should we back up and think like, where's ground zero? Should we figure out that? Like, are we just all of a sudden looking out the window and seeing it, or like
we don't know where we don't know where ground zero is. You're looking at. Okay. You're not. You get off of work. You fucking.
I mean, but like, think about it. Like, I got this fucking thing, right? Like, I'm on like something's popping up on Instagram or Twitter before I see it, right?
I mean, do you get the notifications?
I mean, whether I get notifications or not, I'm always fucking scrolling, bro. Like, come on. Like, I'm always like on something. So like, I'm gonna find out. I get some notifications, but like, I'm checking Twitter, Facebook.
You look down at your phone, you get a notification. Someone posted on Instagram. Somebody comics posted a thing where they're running out of their house. James in California is pissing in the front yard. He gets bitten by a zombie. He runs inside, posts a picture of his Nintendo Switch, and then
Pokemon Switch.
His Pokemon Switch. And that's how you find out. But then you look out the window and you see all this fucking chaos happening.
Yeah. Okay, so it's around you. Yeah. I mean, if it's around you already, damn. I'm in a big city. I mean, I'm not in a big. I'm in a well-populated area as well. But like, I feel like for you, and I don't know where you live specifically, but there's so many people around you. Like,
yeah, I live in a heavily Hispanic neighborhood, so the amount of people that live downstairs below me, if they get attacked first, that's five zombies in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, you're jumping out the window, probably.
Yeah. I mean, my car is literally out my bedroom window, and I could probably jump to it. Would I? Probably not, because I'd probably break my leg or something like that. I'd do a John Wilkes Booth and break my leg, and then I mean, you don't want to start off zombie apocalypse breaking your fucking leg.
Yeah. Yeah. So all right. So let's say you've the family has they didn't make it. Now you're a mile away from your house. What do you do? Are you going back to your house? Like, where are you going right now? What's your goal? You
I
don't know where you're going?
I'd probably go to like a Costco. Try to get because Costco has everything. I mean, I'm sure tons of people are going to Costco. I'm not driving in a car though. I'm going on foot. I feel like for as big of this, I do, but it doesn't have air in the tires.
Perfect.
But slow moving zombies, unless there's a horde of them, you can pretty much get away from them.
Yeah.
I mean, I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. They're going to hear me breathing, like just fucking walking around the streets anyway.
Yeah, but you don't really need to run. Like you can just move briskly. Like you can walk fast and kind of just maneuver.
Yeah, and just kind of fucking juke them. I can stiff arm them.
Do they sell can you buy a gun at a Costco in Texas?
Maybe like a shotgun.
Yeah. So you're going to grab some guns.
I don't even know if I would carry guns. I feel like...
I mean, I'd start off with a gun. Why not, right?
I feel like a gun makes too much noise.
I think a gun protects you from other humans. I think the fear of having a handgun pulled on another human who might potentially be trying to take your whip or your food is more of use than like pulling it on a zombie who doesn't recognize it and you have to shoot it.
Yeah, I mean, I think in Texas people are going to start shooting people anyway. It doesn't matter.
This is be like pop pop. There's just going to be gunshots all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I would like a gun because I think a gun would be more effective. But I feel like realistically, a gun is going to let off so much noise.
No, yeah. I think I want a handgun and maybe a rifle for like
getting out of the city.
Or just like in general, because like I mean, right? Like some of these like zombie world, like these zombie worlds that exist, like whether it's Zombieland or Walking Dead or whatever, any of the other ones, like it always comes down to the fact that like you kind of learn to, like if you survive the initial thing, like the initial attack or whatever you want to call it, like the initial outbreak. You kind of learn to live with the zombies, and it's the humans that are the fucking problem. You know what I mean? Like, so like I want a gun.
You have to have a gun.
Yeah, somebody tries to rob me, I want to have a fucking gun to be like, yeah, fuck off. I don't want to have to shoot this because then we're both going to be dead anyways, and you're going to be dead first. And so, like, I feel like that's why you want a gun. Like, having a rifle is also great because, like, I mean, worst case scenario, if there's zombies coming, you fucking go down swinging, so to speak.
But it's also hard to say. Like I always say, like it's hard to like us just talking about it. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Then say you're sitting here right now talking, and then a fucking zombie busts through your door. Like you're gonna freak out. Your initial thing is gonna be to panic.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you gonna try to join up with like a community? Are you gonna try to meet people along the way, or are you gonna fucking raw dog it and fucking Daryl it up in the woods on a motorcycle?
No, I think if this is real life and I'm really getting in my truck, loading up with every supply I can, and trying to make it to Vermont as fast as possible, I think I'm focused on that only. Like I'm not stopping unless I have to. And when I'm in Vermont, like theoretically, if I were to, I mean, now if something happens, right? Like if all of a sudden, like I come up on a major, like if there's for some reason I have to abandon my truck or like I can't go where I need to go, and I need help, then I would potentially, I don't know. I mean, you have to gauge the situation, right? Like, if you see a group of people, like if you walk up on a group of people and it's like a bunch of families with kids and shit, like, then maybe it's a little bit different than like if you walk up on a group of people and it's like 4 dudes without teeth and shotguns.
4 dudes, four dudes, no pants on, just straight dick in it.
4 dudes with fucking wearing beanies and having tattoos and fucking. No, I don't know. I mean, like I'm not looking for that, but like I feel like your default is to like try and uh yeah, I think like there's a part of you that wants to find others to like group, like that's what we do, like we
No.
group, we socialize. Yes,
I'm killing everyone.
you're
Human,
killing everyone.
zombie, whoever I run into. As
Killing humans is stupid because then you're just creating more zombies.
Look, bro.
And if you're not a perfect headshot every time,
I'm going straight up cold blooded. Shane. I'm gonna just think about myself, because at the end of the day, it's all you can rely on is yourself. You know, it's every man for themselves. Your family's dead in Vermont. You fucking go outside, your truck is fucking blown up because somebody fucking caught it on fire or something.
I just don't know what I just don't know what world am I like. Am I blackout drunk and like roofied laying on my bed that I don't know all the shit's going on, and like I wake up to like, you know what I mean? Like you're explaining a situation where like I wake up and everything is already done. Like,
well, no, it's no, like you're like it happens right now. Like you're sitting in there, you start hearing screaming, fucking car crashing outside. Like I said, fucking James posts his fucking Pokemon.
There's a major highway right out the window too. So
yeah, you start seeing fucking people, like you start to see, like you're sitting here right now, and then you just see like this big explosion on
18-wheeler starts
on the fucking highway, and you're like, what the fuck? So you like check Instagram or Twitter, and it's like zombie fucking apocalypse, zombie outbreak, blah blah blah, COVID vaccine fucking gone wrong.
Well, in that case, then I'm turning into a zombie.
Well, maybe it just happens in some people. You know what I mean? Like it's not like everybody. Some people are immune to some people are immune to it. Like
yeah, I don't know. I'm packing a single backpack that I can put on my back. I'm bringing as many warm clothes as I have. I'm bringing my one pair of boots and a pair of Converses, I guess, maybe, just as backups. And I'm leaving what I actually have is 2 PS5s right now, a MacBook, and a bunch of other shit, my Switch, and all this other shit here, and just bringing food, water, and clothing. That's it. And I'm gonna try and drive my truck as fast and as far away as I can, back towards Vermont.
Okay, say you make it to Vermont. Your family's gone.
I mean,
what do you do now?
What was that sound?
That was like a fucking somebody sent me a video. Do you stay there? Do you stay there?
Yeah, I
hope
feel
they come back.
I feel like, oh, like they're gone. Like they're gone physically. Not
yeah. You don't know if they're dead or what happened to them. They're just not there anymore.
Oh well. Oh geez. Geez, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I guess.
Do you just hunker down and hope they come back?
I think that you have to spend some time probably regrouping and trying to figure things out. I mean, like, I guess I don't have phone service. I don't have anything. Like, I can't do anything. Is that what the assumption?
Yeah, I mean, day one, everything just collapses.
It's gone. So the world.
So like the first 4 hours, you have internet service, and then.
I mean, I think so. Here, I'd back up. Like, I guess, like,
call your family first.
Yeah, I called my family immediately. So I'm like, stay there. I'm coming there. And she says, okay.
She's like, I'm asleep, Mike. Leave me alone. And then hangs up the phone.
No.
And you call her, and she's like, hello.
My wife would be experiencing crippling anxiety if she was watching us just talk about this.
Yeah, well, you call her and you're like, babe, stay there, and then you hear, oh no, they're in the house, and then the phone disconnects, and whenever you get to the house, they're not there.
Okay, they're not there.
There's no blood. There's no blood. The car's still there.
Car's still there.
There's no blood.
Yeah, I started looking around. I go to all the places I know. Like I go around town. I mean, I know the place intimately. I got my truck. I got my backup gas. I've only driven 11 hours, theoretically 800 give or take miles.
But are you gonna make it the 11 hours with the gas you have now?
Yeah.
Like you look behind you, like your truck's in your room.
It's out there. I don't know why it looked behind me. I mean, I'm trying, right? I'm assuming that things went okay. I'm assuming that like I just found out in enough time for me to like make plans with my wife, drive directly to a fucking gas station, which there's a 50 of, buy a few gas tanks, fill them up with gas, fill up my truck, and take off.
You're not gonna be able to get gas. It's not gonna happen.
Okay,
it's not.
Well,
I mean, people say there's a storm coming and you can't get gas. There's a fucking zombie apocalypse. You are definitely not getting gas.
But so in your opinion, then like everybody is like, you think like
everyone's freaking out. Everyone's freaking out. It's not something that like I said, like it's easy for us to talk about it, but I feel like if it actually happened, everyone would lose their fucking minds.
I guess.
I mean, fuck everyone. Like they say, they're just gonna fucking flood or like we're gonna have a hurricane hit Texas, and everyone buys all the fucking toilet paper and all the water.
Yeah, but
then nothing happens, and they get so much gas for no fucking reason. Like
that's that like panic mom mentality thing. Like nobody knows this is happening. And I mean, like when I think about like most movies, most people die or turn to zombies because they are like, what's going on over here? And they walk over and they get fucking bitten. They're not like running around like frantic. They don't. It's like
look at fucking what is it? Dawn of the Dead. Whenever they remade it, and the fucking girl wakes up and the little fucking neighbor girl is in the house and bites her husband, and then he fucking turns instantly, and she runs outside, and everything is fucking chaotic.
Yeah. Well, if I live in that situation, then I'm fucking hacking and slashing, and I'm in survival mode. Okay, so warm clothes, find food, find shelter, keep yourself safe, and I guess I'm staying in this. I guess I could even. I probably wouldn't leave this hotel room. It's got a really strong door. I got some food. I got enough warm clothing. I got plenty of water.
How close are you to like the exit? Like getting
I am at the end of the hallway, so I could literally run out that door, go down a flight of stairs, and be outside.
So you're like on the second floor?
Yeah, I'm on the second floor. Yeah, but I'm all the way at the end. And so if I had to go out the window, I mean that's not favorable.
You can make a rope out of your bed sheet.
I could make a rope out of my bed sheet.
Tie it to the bottom of the bed, climb up.
I feel like if there's zombies everywhere,
there's gonna be zombies downstairs. I mean,
and I'm smashing the window open with all that noise and throw this out the window, and then my fat ass over it. I'm probably gonna be dead by the time my feet touch the ground, because they're gonna be underneath going like that. I mean, I feel like I could make it. You know, like you don't need to kill the zombies. You need to push them away and get outside. Like I probably would stay here for a while though, I guess, and then leave when I have to. And that would give me time to, I don't know, figure out where I'm going, maybe go to the Target. I don't know. What do? Do you leave immediately to try and get more supplies? Or do you stay where or do you stay where you are and hope that things at least kind of?
I would say stay initially to get
because
everyone's gonna freak out.
Yeah,
I mean, you're not the only person scrolling on their phone. Like the other people are gonna start seeing, oh fuck, or some old couple's watching the news, or somebody's watching the news, or somebody's going live on Instagram, or they're I'm putting makeup on, and they start getting attacked by a zombie, and then people are gonna start fucking losing their minds. Like that's the day one first hour, people find out, they're fucking going crazy.
Yeah, so the first couple days is going to be a lot of people fucking losing their minds, panicking, trying to get away, dying, turning into zombies. So what? You've got like couple maybe like 10, 14 days, and then like what? Do you think it gets quieter because it's just like roaming zombies and there's
Yeah.
less chaos?
Yeah.
And then that's when you start to like kind of come out and assess things, look out the window, see what's
Do
what.
you try to kill a zombie and then cover yourself in zombie blood and shit so you can travel around, or do you?
Is that a thing that works in this
I
world?
don't know.
Because,
Do you risk it? Do you just try to? Do you think to yourself like, hey, it happened in The Walking Dead, maybe I can do it?
no, I think like my first approach would be like, I think the approach I've always liked that I thought that I've seen in a few things. I think Walking Dead did it as well, but like that kind of thing of like you start to just like leave in small amount of time, and like gradually like
Go further
track.
out.
Yeah, and you gradually track areas that you feel comfortable and not necessarily comfortable. Like yeah, it's empty, or like you've cleared it, quote unquote, right? Killed the zombie and moved them away, but like even if something were to be there, you're comfortable enough with how exactly you're getting back, that you could just take off and get exactly to where safety is. So like I think that's probably an approach I would take if I'm like locked down in this room. And
I mean, how long are you gonna survive off the food that you got?
I'm good. I think I'm pretty good, man. I've got like, I mean yeah. I'm actually in a situation where like the water is so gross here that I have a Brita filter that I've been filling and then filling this big fucking 2-gallon thing with that, keeping that filled, and then I have a case of bottled water, which I normally never buy, but I have. So I've got some time. I'm good, and I've got like dry food, man. I've got like peanut butter and fucking like almonds and yeah, granola bars. I'm good.
Like good couple of days in the hotel. Good,
I can
week tops.
No, dude, no way. If I drink a bottle of water a day, that's fucking 12 ounces of water, 24 bottles. That's like at least 12 days of just water.
But do you think you're gonna want to stay in the hotel for that for 2 weeks?
I mean, if I go so crazy that I need to leave this room to go out into a bunch of bloodthirsty zombies that are going to kill me, then
I mean, it's just you in the hotel room by yourself, thinking about your family, just eating granola bars and drinking water.
I have 2 short boxes. This is real. I have 2 short boxes of unread comics that are with me.
So you're spending those 24 day or 12 days fucking reading comic books.
I guess. I mean, or until I'm playing my Nintendo Switch until it dies because I there's plenty of games loaded on there I can play without any connection.
Yeah,
so I'm playing that for at least a few hours.
7 hours. 7 hours. Yeah. 6 hours.
4 hours, maybe, not even.
And then you're playing on your phone that doesn't have anything because all the like all the internet's out. There's no phone connection.
Yeah, there's no games I could play on there.
Do you? So you don't get in contact with your family. You stay there for 2 weeks. The 2 weeks that you're there in your fucking hotel, your car's gone. Your car's gone. So you've just been doing everything by foot. Do you leave after the 2 weeks and head towards your family? Or do you just give up? And think, hey, they're gonna. I mean, realistically, do you like?
I mean, like, what's the point here, right? Like, the point is either
survival. It's survival.
Just it's if we're thinking like just raw like animalistic survival, then I guess like no, I wouldn't. That doesn't make sense to try and travel.
The world is over. I mean, there's no coming.
Well, I mean, I think about it this way: like 2 weeks from now, it's going to be cold, and And then every day it's going to get colder and colder and colder. And then there's snow. And then there's snow out there. There's tons of snow out there, probably in the next month. So, or there could be no snow and it could be warmer than normal. Like what, who knows, right? But like this time of the year is brutal. So, but also at the same time, like what, like, I mean, is that an, I guess like that's a question about, uh,
It's about you,
like,
man.
is survival just enough, right? Or
Yeah, I mean, it's the end of
does
the
it
world.
matter?
Do you want to fucking grab? I mean, Rick went and found his wife.
He did. She also died, and he moved on. So like that, the question is like, could you like this is
The real question is, do you love your wife, Mike?
Yeah,
do you love her enough to travel
that
through
is
the
the
cold
question.
on foot
Well,
through
you already said
zombie-infested cities?
you already said you wouldn't go a mile down the road to check on your daughter. So
Well,
like,
I'm just being realistic. It's survival. It's
yeah. So
survival.
I
Like,
mean, like,
I know even so. Okay, I get to my 4-year-old daughter
yeah.
who can't stay still for fucking 2 seconds.
I know. I get it. I get it.
And then it comes down to like, do I watch her die by getting eaten by his? Because she's not gonna be able to hide. She can't hide. She's the worst hider in the whole wide world.
Yeah.
Do I pick her up? You know, bring her somewhere and hope
She's
that
the worst hider in the whole
bro.
wide
She
world.
cannot hide for shit. She literally stands right in the open and it's like giggles. Like it's. I mean, we were watching Constantine today, and she couldn't even watch like the part where the fucking son of the devil was in that girl's stomach. She's like hiding. So I mean, she's gonna lose her mind if she sees fucking zombies. And it's like, do I get her and then stay with her until hopefully we survive, or like she's gonna get eaten and I'm gonna have to watch it happen? No, because I don't want to watch that.
You're just going out berserker. You're just like,
I'm going full crazy, bro.
I'm fucking walking out here with like two fucking.
I have an axe. I have like a little hatchet in my fucking. I have a hatchet and a switchblade.
I've got a sawed-off shotgun in one hand and a hatchet in the other.
I've cut my arm off.
I put a Jason hockey mask on, and I'm just going out there swinging. No, yeah, I mean, from a self-preservation standpoint, it makes sense. Hunker down, stay quiet, gather resources, find a safe space to sleep, and survive. I mean, I guess at that point, it's kind of like camping, right?
Say you find your wife, and she's moved on, and she's pregnant by another man. She's pregnant by Tom.
One month later, my wife is in California, pregnant.
And Tom is like really tan. He's like super in shape now. He was the Punisher on Netflix.
Yes, Shane.
I mean, how fast did
I was just thinking, how fast did that happen? I mean, it had to.
I mean, because he's in the hospital and he wakes up and they're already together.
The question is, so he wakes up relatively quick. Like it's not very long until he wakes up. I think the question is, how long did it take until he got out of the hospital bed and found them? Like, how long was that period? So
maybe a month.
Yeah. So so you're talking like, he was in that coma for 3 or 4 days, and then took, you think a month to find them?
Yeah,
must have been. Yeah.
I mean, do you move on that quickly? Do you just forget about your family and you're like, hey, here's this community and there's this lady? Like, what's up, lady?
The reality is, you're in a situation where you think your husband is dead, or I think about it for myself, right?
For your husband's dead.
My husband's dead.
Your husband has died.
Tom is dead.
Tom is dead.
So, right. So my wife's dead. I guess assumingly I have my kids with me still, and I'm with this group of people. And for the next 30 days, I spend every waking moment with them, living with them, going through probably the craziest time that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Like the most emotional, the most physically just like draining and crazy time in someone's life. Yeah, I'm sure that builds a relation. Like 30 days is a long time. If you spend 30 days with the same person day in and day out, like,
and you think that your
like
significant other is dead. So
I mean, think about it. Like working with someone for 30 days, I feel like you get to know them really quickly, right? Like,
especially if there's not shit to do except for stay alive.
yeah. And then like, yeah, you're staying alive, you're sleeping next to each other every night because you're in these tight, cramped spaces. You're quiet, right? You're moving together, you're talking about everything, you're making these big decisions about life together, right? Like it's literally a life or death decision, everything you make. Yeah. And then you witness that person do something to protect your child, right? Like, oh, he just saved my son from this zombie. You know what I mean? Like, I think
like,
people.
I'm gonna put my penis inside of.
I think people do what they.
That man just saved my son. Ooh, I'm about to fuck him. I'm about to fuck his tight little ass.
I love that your favorite part about this whole is like now all of a sudden I'm gay. And that's your favorite part of it.
Hey, bro, no one's here to judge you, dog. No one's here to judge you. I mean,
I'm totally okay with it.
Look, you hate gay people or what? What's wrong with you?
No, I love all people.
So, do you just live out your days trying to survive, or do you try to find like is the person you like? I want to know how this happened. I want to know where it started.
I mean, no. I don't care about that.
Do you try to like communicate? Like you try to find, man, we got to find other people. We got to.
Yeah, I think eventually I want to find other people because I think there's safety in numbers. I think there's, I think from like a mental health standpoint, it would be better to be with other people. But I think like we're facing down the winter, and I'm not moving too much, you know.
Yeah.
If it's feasible that I stay in this room and keep myself warm enough and fed enough and safe enough, then I'm not going far until you know I can not worry about, you know, like not worry about snow and cold and rain and that kind of shit. Because yeah.
Okay, so you kill a really hot zombie. She's like fucking banging. Like she just died. She just like a bite on her back. You can't see it. Yeah. Then you just like kill her. Do you have sex with her body?
I drag her dead corpse into my bed, and I pull a devil's reject. Is that what you're asking me?
Just saying, do you have sex with the dead zombie? I mean, are you there's no code. There's no code anymore. You know, everything's gone out the window. Like it's complete pandemonium.
No, I don't have sex with a dead zombie.
Well, she's like really hot though, like really, really like the hottest fucking. And she doesn't look all zombified. You know, she's just like a normal looking chick. She got a little.
Well, what you forgot is in this world,
bit of, like hanging blood over here.
I'm gay, so hot women zombie doesn't mean anything to me.
Maybe you're bisexual. We haven't established. You were married and you have kids, so I mean, there's a part of you that still wants a woman's touch, but there's another part of you.
Maybe Anna was just my beard.
Yeah, there's another part of you that just wants a big bearded man, big hairy bearded man to just wrap his arms around you and say, "It's gonna be okay, Mike. I'm not gonna let those zombies touch you."
Well,
if anyone's gonna touch you,
I reject your I reject your eagerness to just move towards necrophilia, but I'm good.
I mean, who's gonna watch?
How about you, Alan? Are you having sex with the dead zombie woman?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I haven't thought about it.
I kind of thought about that sentence as I was saying it out loud, and I'm like, well, that's a ridiculous thing to say out loud.
Look, you're also talking to the man who once masturbated with pudding, so it's a possibility that I might try it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
No one's
easy
around. I mean, no.
that's much easier to accept than dead zombies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're all alone. What are you all alone though? And you haven't ran into anybody, and the first zombie you kill is like a fucking middle aged lady. She's a milf. She has some big old boobs.
Listen, my answer is not changing on this question.
Perfect lips.
Did you go perfect lips? Is that what you just said?
Perfect lips.
Perfect lips.
She has a little fucking fanny pack on and it has weed in it. But she's like, she starts talking as a zombie.
Yeah, she's got weed. She's got weed in her fanny pack. Then I
definitely smashing.
I take my boot, and I put it on the top of her head to point her face down, so I know she can't bite me. And I bend over and I take that fanny pack and take that weed, and then I put it in my pocket, and then I crush her skull and walk away. That's what I do in that situation.
Well, then what if there's like a zombie?
And then if like all of a sudden her like hot, slightly younger non-zombie sister is like, please help me, then I go over and console her.
Then we make love.
Offer her a warm space to sleep tonight. You're all by yourself. Your sister just died. She's a zombie. You're not. Are you bitten? Let me check you.
Get naked. Let me check you.
Let me check you.
She's like, oh, Mike, you're such a goofball. You're so silly, Mike.
And then, yeah. And then I murder her and throw her body outside.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well have sex with her one time and then murder her. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty more women still alive in the world. It's not a big deal. I slowly start killing every man I come in contact with, so that I'm the only man alive, and then I have to please all the women in the community by myself.
That's a lot of men to kill, and
then I have a heart attack.
I love it. Yeah. Then you have a heart attack and die.
And then I turn into a zombie.
That's hilarious. Well,
I don't think we really accomplished anything with this podcast.
No, I think it was just fun to talk. I don't really care, like, to be honest with you. I just enjoy talking. I was almost going to say you guys, but Tom's not here, so I didn't enjoy this.
Tom's here in spirit.
Hi, I'm Tom. Tom, I'm high.
So I had texted Tom. Yeah, whenever whenever he posted that in the group chat, and it was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it, I'm gonna get drunk. And then you were like, Alan, we can still do something. And then I was like, yeah, let's do something. I text Tom and said, God damn it. I was like, I thought we were gonna get the day off. I had the day off today, and I'd just been playing video games and like.
What are you playing?
Apex.
You're one of those.
Yeah. There's this other game. I don't know if they have it on PlayStation. It's called 12 Minutes. You should try it. It's this guy is stuck in a time loop. And you have, I don't know if it's exactly 12 minutes, but the voice casting in the thing is James McAvoy plays the voice of the man. The woman is the girl who is Rey in Star Wars, and there's a cop, and the cop is voiced by William Dafoe. There's 3 characters in this video game, and you have to try to figure out. Apparently, there's a bunch of different endings to the game, but it's a very frustrating game. 12 minutes.
Yeah, popped right up.
I don't know if they might have it on PlayStation where you can download, but it might be just like a Xbox exclusive thing. I'm not sure.
Are you playing it on Game Pass or just?
Yeah, I'm playing it on Game Pass. I got talked into buying Game Pass by my buddies because.
I mean, it makes sense, and I literally, I've never owned an Xbox ever in my life, and I've always played PlayStation, and Nintendo. But like when the Series S or whatever came out, like in PS5, there was a second where I'm like, fuck, should I just get an Xbox
No.
and play Xbox and get Game Pass because I can play all those games? And then I realized I'm like, that's not how I play video games. I'm never gonna do that. I'm still gonna want to buy the new games. So
Yeah, I mean, there's only like certain video games that I like to play. Or, like my buddies are always like, "You only want to play this game. It's not fair to us." And I'm like, "You're an idiot. I can do whatever I want. I'm a grown ass man. If I don't want to play a video game, I don't want to play it."
so
Like
what
they
do
were,
you play Apex? What else?
and then just like random little
Other
games
just random like indie games or whatever.
like Cuphead.
Oh yeah, Cuphead's hard.
I fucking hate that game.
Have you played Metro? Yeah, it's so hard. Have you played Dread yet? Metroid Dread?
Nah.
You don't have a Switch, right?
I used to have a Switch, but I got it and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna play the fuck out of this," and then I never played it. I played.
I love the Switch. I played a lot because it's easy. Like, it's like, oh, we're all like sitting on the couch, like gonna watch a show before bedtime, and we put on some kids show, and I'm like, oh, I'm over here playing Zelda.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. My 4-year-old would take the fucking thing away from me. Like,
my Reed watches it. He asked me, he's like, can I get a Switch for Christmas this year? And I've contemplated getting him one of those Switch lights, but I don't think I'm going to. But it's fun. I like Switch. I've been playing Far Cry 6 on the PS5, and the monitor I'm looking at right now is like a 4K, like nice monitor, and it's big, and I'm like right in front of it. So and I put my fucking headphones on, and I'm just like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
yeah.
So I've been really enjoying that game, and then going back and forth between that and Metroid Dread because that game is just frustrating. It's so frustrating.
You should try 12 minutes if they have it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I just Googled it. So
It's really weird. Like you can only you move the character by clicking on spots. And stuff, and it's kind of like you're not gonna like it. It's gonna piss you off a lot.
No, I mean I like to play that kind of stuff. Like some of it,
you won't. I promise. You're gonna hate.
Well, what I meant to say is I like to just go try random games.
Yeah.
Or like recommended games, like when I go in the PS store, like the PlayStation store or whatever, and there's like recommended top free games or whatever. Like I like to fuck around with some of that indie stuff. It's fun.
Do you have you have Fall Guys on your?
No, I have Fall Guys is one of the ones I've never fucked around with.
You should get Fall Guys because I have a PS4. Maybe we can play Fall Guys together.
Yeah.
It's frustrating also.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, it's like a big thing. People like, no, I'm moving this piece of the table away from my knee. All right. Well, it's late, and I'm exhausted, and it's time to say goodnight.
All right, I love you. I gotta move my car anyway.
All right, say goodnight, Alan.
And we'll be back next week. We're reading. I can't remember what the name of the book is called. It's a Wes Craig, like preview book.
I have no idea.
I'll post about it. I can't remember what it's called. Tom will hopefully be back next week. Mike won't be here. He's gonna die. And bye, everyone.
Hey, bye, everyone.